Hello guys, welcome to my channel. Today I would like to talk about Chinese medical system and the US medical system. They are very different. And one difference is in China when we get sick, we go to hospitals to see doctors. But in the US, usually you go to doctor's office or clinics to see doctors. So that's how it works. In China, when you get sick, you go to a hospital, you go to see the specialist directly without seeing a general doctor. And you go to the hospital and you get a number and you wait in a line to see the specialist. And you don't know which specialist will be assigned to you, but you also can choose a doctor you like to be your doctor, but usually that will be a longer wait. So one hospital has hundreds of specialists, and in China, hospitals, they are owned by government. And somehow in China, people are more trustful to public service than private service. Like hospitals and schools, most of them are public, and then people have more confidence on them. That's usually what people like to go. But also there are lots of small clinics, they're not public, but the doctors in those small clinics, they're not that professional as the doctors in the public hospitals. And usually people don't like to go to hospital that much because it's a really long wait. One doctor usually sees hundreds of patients a day, so doctor will just spend less than 2 minutes on one patient. But recently, people can start to make appointment on their cell phone application, makes the waiting time much shorter now. And there's another difference is in China, in hospitals, when you are seeing the doctor, maybe there's some other people who are also in the room waiting for the doctor too, so you don't have much privacy. And I have been into Chinese hospitals many times, and usually I go to see the doctor, I get a number and wait for the doctor, and then finally I see the doctor, and usually the doctor, he doesn't say much. Once I met him, and he just writing, when I was telling him my symptoms, and most of the time he didn't say anything. He was just writing, writing his diagnosis and prescriptions, and the whole process like less than 2 minutes. And then I got the diagnosis and prescriptions, and I went to a window. There are many windows, and I went to windows. It's all in the hospital. I went to those windows to pay, and after I pay for the prescriptions, and I go to another window to get my medicine. That's it. The whole process all done in the hospital. I don't go to pharmacy to get my medicines. It's very different. And after that, I probably won't have any communication with that doctor again because I don't know his phone number or email address. The whole process is more like a one-time deal rather than a long-term doctor-patient relationship. But if I really like that doctor and next time I have the same problem, I can go to him again. And there's another reason people don't like to go to the hospital. Before we say people don't like to go to hospital because it's a really long way. Doctors have to see so many people a day and they only spend 2 minutes on you. You have to wait an hour and two to only see the doctor for 2 minutes. And another reason people don't like to go to hospitals, actually hospitals are quite expensive. And still many people, they don't have insurance, so it'd be really expensive for them. But still, compared to the US, it's still much cheaper. And in China, most medical plans are owned by the government, so it's very simple. It's not that complicated like in the US. And if you are employed, your company has to buy the medical insurance for you, and usually it's you and your company both has to share the cost of the medical insurance. But if you are self-employed or you don't have a job, you can buy the insurance yourself or you don't buy the insurance. And I had medical insurance before in China, and I think it's very good because after the insurance covered, I only just pay a little bit for the bill. That's because insurance covered the most of it. And that's also because my company bought very good insurance for me. And in China, the government owns the insurance, medical insurance. Then there are about 3 levels of medical insurance, and the higher level you get, the more insurance covers. Another big difference between Chinese medical system and US medical system is we have to pay everything first. Chinese, we have to pay everything first. As I say, when you go to the hospital, you get a number, you have to pay for the number fee. That's pay for your doctor's visit. And after you see the doctor, you got the diagnosis and prescriptions, you go to the window to pay for the prescriptions. Only you pay, you can get the medicines. So it's all paid before. It's all paid upfront. It's not like in the US, you got the surveys and then you pay later. They send you the bill, blah blah. It's very different. So overall, I think these 2 countries' medical systems both have good sides and bad sides. In China, if you get sick, you can go to hospitals immediately and get the doctors. But in US, usually you have to make a phone call and make appointments a couple of days or weeks ahead. And in the other hand, I would say in the US you get much better health care. Well, don't forget in the US you have your own doctors and they spend more time with you. They talk about your disease and even about your life. But also the US medical cost is like really expensive. It's about 7 times higher than in China. Okay, that's about my that's my discussion about the Chinese medical systems and US medical systems today. Thank you for watching.